Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am Sister Vinny, the Baptist lady, and welcome to the Baptist Bible. I hail from the Plant My Feet on High Ground University. You know, somebody told me that I need to get some shirts made with that on it. They said they would definitely buy one. Sister Vinny, think about it, y'all children. Children, I just want to say thank you for tuning in again and welcome to my channel. I hope you find it enlightening. That's my goal, children. You know, children, I just wanted to come before you today just for a little while. And I wanted to share with you about shouting on cue. Now, children, we ought to stop playing with the Lord. Now, that's one thing we need to quit doing immediately is stop playing with the Lord. Children, sometimes, have you ever been sitting in church and you really wonder, whether someone is, if they're really in the spirit when they're shouting, or if they are, some other reason. Children, we just got to be careful. We can't be playing with the Lord like that, children. We just can't. Praise the Lord, children. There was, people were asking me, people that are not of the Baptist faith, they'll say, Sister Vinny, what does it mean when they say someone's shouting in church? Children, shouting is just an outward expression. It's an emotion, and it's built on emotion where it could be good emotion where something good has happened in your life and you just want to shout about it and thank the Lord for what he's done for you. Or it could be someone shouting because something bad a mishap has happened in their life and they can't deal with it on their own. So they ask the Lord, they're shouting to the Lord, crying out, for assistance. So, there, you know when it's real. You can feel it in your spirit as well when someone is really truly shouting from a true emotional response that the Lord has touched someone. You can really tell that, children. You can now, children. Gates open, children. It's open. But you can also likewise tell and I'm just talking about what I'm talking about, children, now. I'm just talking about it. When you can just kind of tell when stuff just seems suspect, if you will. We'll just say that, children. We just leave right there, children. Some people, when they are shouting in church, they seems, and this was, oh my God, it was, when I saw this, I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to think. I was standing there with my mouth open. I didn't know what to do. We was in the church, children, and the spirit was high. Then the spirit was high. You can tell that everybody's spirits were seeming to mesh together, and it was really emotional and real high in the spirit. And this gentleman was shouting, and he was all over the floor and everywhere, rolling around on the floor, shouting, and his cell phone rang in his pocket. Children, I kid you not. He stopped shouting on the floor, sat up on the floor, reached in his pocket, and answered his cell phone. Children, that was all I needed to see. I just couldn't believe it, children. Couldn't believe it. Quit playing with the Lord, children. And whatsoever children, whoever he was talking to, he told them that he was in the middle of shouting and that they needed to call him back. Children, I'm telling you, I'm just as shocked as you are. So I was like, now, it made me wonder, what was that about, children? Because, when you in the spirit and you hide the spirit and you really praising the Lord, what you care about your phone ringing now? I don't understand that, children, now. Come on now. So that seemed kind of suspect to me. And my mother shared with me a while back that she was at a church service in the Baptist church, children, and this woman was shouting, and I guess she had feelings for this man, and he was trying to hold her while she was shouting. Children, we know. So I guess he wasn't holding her right. So she stopped shouting, reached and put his hands up on her hips, and then went back to shouting, children. Children, I don't even understand, children. Lord, I tell you, I don't understand. I was at another church visiting, because Sister Vinny, she traveled all over the place. Now, y'all know that, children. And I was over here at this church, and they got to shouting and things like that at the church. And the person that was shouting, someone, when people break out with a shout over here and they tearing up the bench over there, everybody's looking over there to see, Lord have mercy, what they doing over there. This person that was shouting on our side of the church stopped and was watching the person on the other side of the church that broke out and was shouting all over the bench over there. Now, you supposed to be shouting. What you doing stopping looking at that person? Children, I don't understand now, children. So what's the matter now? Gates open. So, children, I just don't understand. And then, finally, I don't understand when people are shouting on cue. When the music stops, they stop. So, when they're in the middle of a high praise shout, and when the people stop the music, they stop. Now, what's that about, children? Now, y'all gonna have to tell me now, because I don't understand this stuff now, children. So anyway, that's some of the things some of my experiences that I've had. But just on another note, children. Whenever I just saw this the other day, and I just have to just interject this in, children. When you are having your praise and worship services, and you are singing, and you have the type of service that has you up on the big monitor in the church, and then they put the words along the monitor that you're singing so the people can sing along with you. Please, children, whatever you do, whatever the words are that's on the screen, please be singing those words. They'll put the words on the screen as it appears in the hymnal, which is the way it's supposed to be sung. But you singing something totally different. Your words that's coming out is nothing like what's on the screen. And that confuses folk. Now, did it confuse folk, children? Now, y'all got to understand that. So I'm just hoping that you learn the words of the song before you get up there and start singing it. And just make sure that your words match the words that are being displayed on the screen, so that everybody's singing the same words. Children, I just had to just throw that in there for a second, because that just disturbed me when I saw that, children. Children, I'm going to leave y'all alone now. I got to leave you alone. But I just wanted to say, be careful. Satan is ever busy. And children, you just don't want, children, to be laid in a borrowed tomb. Children, I love you again. I just love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe to Sister Vinny. Thank you so much, children. I love you, and I now return you to your regularly scheduled program.